Hello, good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening. Glad everyone's here for this impromptu conversation tonight. My name is Philip Wilkerson, and I'm going to be running for the College of Education and Human Development Alumni Chapter President role. And so I just thought I'd come on here briefly, share a little bit about my platform, why I'm doing this, and then ask for your support. So I have a quick little PowerPoint here, just who I am. So as I said earlier, my name is Philip Wilkerson. I'm an employer engagement consultant at George Mason Career Services. In this role, I work to support the recruitment efforts of employers in the art, media, arts, design, sports and rec, hospitality and tourism, tech and engineering. I think one of my ways of building bridges is that I actually try to curate content, do a bi-weekly newsletter for the College of Engineering, maybe something I can think about doing for the alum. I also have my roots at Mason. I got my master's in education and counseling back in 2012, and I'm currently getting my PhD. Have the good fortune of working there, as I said earlier. So I'm very involved in the Black community at George Mason. Uh, Founded the Black Male Faculty and Staff Employee Resource Group, an advisor to the NAACP and the Alpha Chapter Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. And I was the president of Toastmasters, the George Mason Club. So really involved, but this is my next venture, and got some awards and honors throughout my time at Mason, 40 under 40 and the like. And so why am I doing this? Well, a few years ago, I realized as I started to get involved in the alumni space, starting with the Black Alumni chapter, I noticed that there wasn't as much as a presence on the education chapter. And so, and then for those that are curious, you can see all the chapters here, the alumni chapters. Every college, every school has a chapter, as well as certain identity-based chapters, such as the Black Alumni chapter, the Latin or Latino chapter, the LGBTQ alumni chapter. And so I realized there wasn't as much of a presence online or even on the website for the College of Education. So I reached out to a few people that were heavily involved in the chapter, overall, George Mason Alumni Association, and they helped me and a few other board members relaunch. We were led by Thomas Braziazo. He was our first president, and his role will be over this summer. And so I'm looking to pass the torch. And you can see right here, if you follow this link, follow these resources, you can follow along and see who are the current board members right now. But we have a shift, and we'll be switching July 1st. So hopefully I want to be the president in July 1st. And so I just wanted to share my goals publicly. I think I might favor this or star this just to keep me posted on one of my goals, and also just be very open with the community. For my goals, amplify our stories. We have so many great alum in the College of Education and Human Development doing great things within the realms of education, tourism, sports, and recreation. And so just doing a more consistent job of elevating those stories via social media, but just really showing the amazing work. And I told someone the other day that if you go through any school in Fairfax County, you will see that um, uh, we run Northern Virginia in regards to education. If you ask for the credentials of anyone that got a master's for education, I'm going to go to strong percentage, like 60% or higher, have gotten a master's from Mason. So I want to elevate that. We have a strong presence of educators in this area. I want to update our website, make sure that everything is up to date, our forms or resources or things where alumni can get engaged. Giving is a huge part of it. I give every paycheck, but I want to make sure that we have full board participation in giving in Mason Giving Day or Vision Day. maybe a large event, at least one semester to get together. And I really just want to foster a good relationship with the other alumni chapters, building collaborative relationships, joint events. I know that there's people that probably got an undergrad in one part and then got a master's in another, so we can really build that bridge. I mean, there's so many double alum at George Mason that there's no reason why we should not be working together to elevate the alumni presence of the College of Education and Human Development. So if you're interested in learning more, we're hosting a info session online. If you should have got the email if you're an alum, but if you did not get the email, feel free to use the email on the screen to express interest on being on the board or learning about board participation. Maybe you're not ready right now, but you'll be interested in learning about it later. So, take a moment to, email that, or you can feel free to DM me to ask any questions. I know getting involved with the alumni sometimes intimidating. And so I definitely want to be a resource or a mentor to anyone that's interested in getting in that space, but don't know the way of going about it. I'm also going to put in the chat right now. I have an interest form. If you're out there and you want to support my candidacy for president, please fill out this form. I'm going to put it in the chat for those to see. And if you have a moment, please consider filling that out. So I'll put that in the chat for all the different platforms. I'll also show it on the screen right here. So feel free to join in on that. Support me in those endeavors. I know we got a few people watching right now, a few on YouTube. Feel free to reach out to me. My name, P. Wilkerson. Also, I'm on LinkedIn, but didn't want to take too long. Just wanted to come up here and show my face, explain myself, share what my intentions are, and kind of just come online and do that. So I appreciate everyone for watching. This will obviously be up later, so please continue to engage with this. And if you need anything in regards to George Mason or the alumni space, feel free to hit me up. Thank you so much, and have a great night.